What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Tressa's Collectibles channel. I'm Randall, aka Shizukatz, and with me, of course, is the main man.
Hey guys, Mike here.
And today we're going to be bringing you the first game from our Shakugan no Shana Premium Booster gameplay block. I'm going to be playing the deck that we recently showed you guys in our deck profile, which is the double advantage combo build with the level 0 Shana combo into the level 1 Shana combo. Well, I say into, but like we're going to be playing these combos basically throughout the entire game. We're just going to be slam jamming, trying to deal a lot of damage to our opponent, and then just end on an end game that just plays a lot of early play heals, uses Yuji to prevent our opponent from doing any burns, and then our own finisher is just going to be that level 3 Shana non-climax finisher. Now, I did say we are going to be using Yuji for anti-burns, and normally we would be, but Mike has his own ideas for this matchup. So, Mike, what are you doing on your side?
Yeah, so on my end, I am going to be playing a rather more conventional climax lineup where we have an advantage combo into a finisher. The same level 1 Shana combo that Randall is using, the cigarettes with sometimes choosing extra violence with a +1 soul if we mill cumulative level 2 or higher. And going into level 3, we are going, or even level 2, we are going into the outstanding Vessel Shana. I really wanted to build with this card, one, and primarily one, because in the mirror match, burns do not work, and she restands, but two, also kind of important to me, is that this was one of the most iconic arts in the original Shana set, and I really wanted to play with its new retrain. So what the Shana does is she only actually has one effect, which is her Climax Combo effect. At the end of her attack, Climax Combo, pay 2, and we can either restand her, or we can salvage 3 characters from our waiting room back to our hand, and then we refresh our deck. So kind of a very interesting pair of effects, one that is very offensive naturally, and one that gears you up for more resources for the following turns. We do have also a changer into the level 3 so that we can start activating this Climax combo if we want to at level 2. But otherwise, we are still going to be playing the usual suspects of this one really good healer, and this other really good healer that Shana is basically known for. So we're going to see if we can penetrate Randall's double advantage resource generation combos into the heal spam. Maybe we can try to get some opportune restands maybe, if he ends in like a poor deck state or something, but otherwise it's definitely going to be, I think, a war of attrition here.
So the level 3 restand that you're running, is that the one that you have to like clock yourself in the original version? I think there was a...
Yes, so the original version, I'm glad I looked this up literally today. The original Vessel Shana was a double rare from the first set, on play from hand or change heal. And then Climax Combo on reverse, pay 3, clock yourself, restand, I think. Yeah. Which is interesting because the old one actually healed and this one doesn't have an on-play effect. But then again, the new changer does summon from waiting room. Though I guess the old one also summons from waiting room, and it does say on-play from hand or from the effect of change. But yeah, for one reason or another, this new finisher does not have an on-play effect, but it is what it is.
Yeah.
So,
one thing that I brought up in the box opening was that this particular level 3 combo is actually a carbon copy of the Ruka from Rent a Girlfriend, which Mike was not aware of.
I was not aware of until also today.
Yeah, and then the Ruka one has a level 3 that has an on-play effect. So it has an on-play effect and then allows you to change into the actual combo.
Right.
So it allows you to give the level 3 combo a like pseudo on-play effect, but this one does not have that. That was something I was a little bit disappointed about when they first revealed this on the Japanese side when they were doing the reveals, but...
It's good. We can start restanding level 2. So.
Yeah.
And for all things considered, the restand cost is really cheap. So.
And that's due to the fact that it has no on-play ability.
Right.
That it's able to be so cheap. So you can... It costs 2 stock, but like in reality, it's like kind of like only 1 stock.
Because you're obviously attacking again,
yeah.
So.
All right, let's get right into it. Who will go first? I think on the last block, I think the person that went first won every time, I think.
Okay, well, I hope I go first. Because I built a level 0 line that is really good at going first.
All right, you're going first. Okay, but it's fine because I have clean cut and I have combo. So as long as I draw that, I'm going to get in your face going second. So it's fine.
All right, we're gonna need to maybe hard mulligan for the card that's really good at going first. We'll see how our hand is. That hand is really good, but it doesn't have the card I want to see. Alright, so we could considering keeping the experience to clock. But at the same time, we run like a whole lot of level 3s with experience. And I really want to draw my turn 1 play. So I'm going to be a tad more aggressive and pitch 3 here.
Okay. I'm also going to not keep my experience and try to hard mulligan. This deck has a lot of 3s, so I'm just going to... I'll get a 3 at some point or another. So I'm going to ditch these 3, and I just want to try to hit Mike as soon as possible and as hard as possible.
That's fair. Alright. Let the games begin. I'll draw for turn. Clock. Outstanding Vessel. I didn't draw it. Alright. Well, we're just going to open with... No, I briefly thought about passing turn because he has things like clean cut and combo and stuff, but I really want that 1 stock so I can Riki next turn, so I really don't think it's worth it. We're just going to play our Undaunted Heart Shana, on death Fuka, and on death I can also pay to salvage a character. Direct attack for 2.
Alright, well, I think we got experience.
Now you sure? Okay.
Okay. Draw for turn. Oh, well, now we have yellow experience. Okay, draw 2. No, I didn't get climax or combo. No. Okay. But I am still going to attack you 3 times. Because I want to... This deck wants to go aggressive early.
Yep.
Really early. So, also, if you guys haven't noticed, this particular deck, in comparison to Mike's, is all shiny. So...
Yeah, taking advantage of the premium booster status.
Yeah. Alright, so we're going to play our level 0 climax combo alongside our clean cut so we can move this to the back row. And I'm also going to play a Fuka of my own, knowing that when this dies, I can pay 2 to just salvage whatever I want and then continue pressure.
Yep.
So we will go to attack phase. I'm going to attack with my climax combo first for 3.
1, 2, 3. 3's good.
And then we will front attack with our clean cut for 2.
1, 2, cancel.
Use the effect to move to back row. And then direct with our Fuka for 3.
Okay.
Oh, it's like I played a 1k1.
Okay. On death, I will pitch my early play healer. Top check up to 4 at a level 1 or higher.
At a level 1 higher? Okay.
Well, at least I didn't mind this. Okay. Stand and draw. We're gonna clock that Yuji. Draw 2. Alright. Well, you came a turn late, but maybe we can still make use of your empty existence. I managed to...
Which card was it? Is this the...
This is
this is the 3/5
3/5
3/5 chaser. Right?
This is the card I wanted to open.
Yeah, this is during the opponent's turn, so my turn. If he has 5 or more hand, this is a 3/5 level 1, and it is a chaser.
Yep.
Wait a minute. Wait, why does this need 5 or more hand, but the Shoko from Bunny Girl has the exact same effect and needs 4 or more hand?
Side character problems. Alright. So we're going to play that there. I have a couple of ways to send my stock. I could either Riki or I could maybe try for a Brainstorm. I am already out 4 though. But at the same time, I do want to see if I can find my climax, because I don't have one right now. Maybe try to increase my odds of getting a climax combo next turn. Let's see. Both have their ups and downs. Well, if I hit a Brainstorm here, I would be out 5. And if I do find a climax, I would just then be out 6. Maybe I should just chill and let the climax come to me if it does next turn, and if not, we'll just not have a climax combo for level 1. Okay, so we're going to use our stock on the search effect then. Play my Growing Up in the City Shana, another very iconic card from the base set. Fun 500, taps out 500. Actually was a good card though at the time. Now Shana was very power based.
2011 double
for 2011, it was actually a big deal. What are we getting here?
And then these days, we're seeing cards that are like way better than that in trial decks and still aren't played. So.
Yeah. Sign of the times.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're going to grab a level 1 combo. We just mentioned we don't have a Climax combo yet, but just in case we do, you know, she's going to be pretty useful. Worst case scenario, she's still a 6/5 beater.
Yeah. Both of our decks running a very high concentration of high-level characters, I imagine. I know this one at least is. But like both of our decks want to run a lot of 2s and higher, not only for experience requirements, but also in order to give the extra soul to our level 1 combo.
Yep. Alright, finalizing my board with an Undaunted Heart again. And just in case I trigger 3 times, or trigger twice, I'll just park a Brainstorm in the back row. Alright, let's go into attack. I don't think position matters here.
How's this working? Because I have a clean cut. And you have small dudes.
Right. Right, I forgot that was 2k, and I'm also only 2k. It is what it is.
Okay.
I think we can probably... I mean, like, what are the odds that Sekatu lives next turn, right? Probably not very high.
Well, in my opinion, I feel like... that doesn't really matter, because you can't crash both of these.
No. I mean, I could.
Oh, you could, but
then
I get
you would
cut.
just plus.
I clean cut, yeah. Because with this board right now, there's no way to play around me getting a clean cut next turn, because I can just kill this.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I can just kill the clean cut, and I'll just side the... Or I'll crash into the clean cut, and then I can just direct twice.
Sure.
That feels pretty reasonable. Alrighty, let's go with that. Alright, so Hekate only is 2k during my turn, so we're gonna front here with 1.
Take. I will use the clean cut effect. I'll just move this back here.
Yep. Alright, and then direct attack for 2.
Cancel.
Direct attack for 2.
Cancel again.
Alright, here you go.
Alright, choice. 1 time for the 1 time. Oh, I got it.
Wow!
Okay. Alright, I will clock my UG. Draw 2. Okay, we have our clean cut back. And we're gonna just move these to the front row.
They're back.
And we will play our combo. So we'll go 1k1. And the climax combo activates at Encore step, so we're going to have to do all of our attacks first. So we'll go a front attack here for 3. I've triggered every attack this game.
Level. What's the level? An early play healer. Whoop. Okay.
Okay, we will front attack with our clean cut for 2 and choice. I have plenty of stock right now, so I think I will put this in my hand.
Okay.
For 2. I'll use the clean cut effect, remove my combo, and then direct for 3. 3.
1, 2, 3. 3's good.
Okay, and then at start of the Encore step, if I have 2 or more other flame characters, I can top check 4, add a flame character, and add it to my hand. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I will take a Ricky.
Sure. Alright, I'm not going to activate the On Death Mill effect of my Fuka. And I will also not use her pay 2. I think with this current configuration, I have a very high chance of hitting Brainstorm, or just clock drawing to Climax combo, and my resources should be sufficient enough to be okay with either of those scenarios. Just gonna play the odds here. Draw for turn. 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's see. Alright, let's clock the memory kick counter, draw 2. Okay. If I brainstorm and whiff here, it would be pretty bad. But without brainstorming, I would have to rekey for a third playable. So I can take the risk of activating Shana. If I whiff, I think I'd probably just rekey anyways for my third attacker. Alternatively, I just rekey and go to 2 and then Climax combo. I feel like I want to take the chance with the brainstorm. And if I whiff, maybe I attack twice. Brainstorm. How many Climax combos do I have left in my deck? None. Brainstorm with attack twice combo. Yikes. Alright. I think if I go with the rekey line, we're probably just going to be a bit too far behind regardless. And I kind of want to take the risk here with the brainstorm. So we're going to brainstorm. So she's a top check 3 add 1 brainstorm. Hopefully we can hit. We do not. All right.
You're out. How many now?
5. How many in waiting room?
5.
Yeah, I really want to attack 3 times, but it's so painful. Well, we're playing a Climax combo. And then we're playing a Shana. I really don't want to level here. Maybe I spend a stock on the 1/1 Yuji and just attack with it. Clock level. Yeah, I really don't think it's worth the decompression here. What if I just attack twice? Attack twice, activate Climax combo, refresh with 1 card left in deck. I fall really behind in damage, which is the big thing. The trade-off for the other lines would be that, like, if I play the 1/1, it would just be very detrimental to my overall hand size. And I think if I want to win this game, I probably would have to just outgrind him. Even if I do a bunch of damage, I feel like he can just start spam healing at level 2. And if I run out of resources before he does, I'm just going to lose anyways. Maybe the best way to go would be to high roll some cancels on the next deck refresh and try to keep my compression here. Alright, we're gonna attack twice.
Okay.
Alright, so I'm just making sure I have enough. Yeah.
And 2 more other...
2 more experience.
Experience
yeah,
2.
this is just experience 2.
Okay.
Alright, yeah, we're fine. Okay. Going to front. On attack, if I have experience 2 or higher, I'll give 1,000 to herself. For 3.
1, 2, 3. Level up. We need experience. We're gonna get yellow experience here, and then get red experience later.
Yep. And front, Climax combo with the power of emotions, mill 2. Salvage 0 or lower. I'm gonna grab the Melanton Shana. And then since it was a 0, I don't get extra soul. It's trigger for 2.
Cancel. Okay, how many of each of your climaxes are out?
1, 2. I'm out 7, missing level 3 combo.
Okay. Alright, well, first things first, I'm going to activate my Fuka effect. I am out a lot of climaxes. We're going to get the heck out of here.
Yeah.
I'm going to discard this level 3 healer. Look up the top 4 for a level 1 or higher. I guess the best card to grab here is the level 1 combo. I can't do anything with it right now because I just don't have any climaxes left.
Yep.
I don't have any door climaxes left. They're all here. And I'm going to follow up with the pay 2 on death effect of the Fuka. That'll allow me to salvage, and I'm going to grab my Brainstorm.
Yep.
This is dead. Alright, draw for a turn. Let's see. I'll clock the 3-2 Shana and Yuji to grab my red experience, so eventually I'll have experience 6 between these two. Draw 2 cards. Okay, let's see here. I'm going to start by playing and using my Brainstorm.
Yeah.
Just to try to dig through the rest of this. Okay, we do not hit. And in the interest of not leaving myself up to a 50-50 on whether or not I have 3 clean damage in my deck, I am going to use a second Brainstorm here. So we'll Brainstorm. And we hit, so we can top check up to 3. Yeah, I think this card, given the state of what cards Mike has access to or doesn't have access to, I think I'll take this.
Can I see what we're doing?
Sure.
Before you refresh and take a look at what's going on the other side. Let's see.
Okay. All right. I'm going to finish my board with my own Ricky and a 1-0 Shana combo. And this will just allow me to just
Clear your board.
Yeah. And we're going to be refreshing with 8. Yeah. So we'll go into attacks. We'll start here, fronting for 1, 1.
Okay. Like I mentioned earlier, I am going back 7, missing level 3. There we go.
Okay, same for you. Refresh. Oh,
refresh. All right, eye level. So the early play red Shana does have experience 6. I wonder if I'll need it this game. So if I do, I would want to level herself because she's the only 3 experience here. But at the same time, I really want yellow. I think I'm just going to level yellow instead.
Okay. Front. Give power to herself. Okay. I have no waiting room, so this is just 1.
Oh, yellow.
And direct. Oh my god.
Okay.
4-2.
Okay.
No K. No K.
Okay.
No
this
K.
is step 1 of our comeback.
No, no K.
Turn.
This is not Daijobu.
Alright, let's see. Clock that, play that, and those. Yeah, okay. Clock. Draw 2. Interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I don't have enough stock to play all of those characters. I guess in hindsight, I probably should have clocked the early play Shana. Yeah, the not attacking 3 times last turn was definitely... It's definitely catching up to me in terms of how much stock I have. Well, we're going to play a couple of characters for sure, so we're going to play down our Yuji now.
So now I have no burns.
Yeah. Well, not yet.
Okay, Yuji, okay, once you have a second flame character, I have no burns.
Yeah. And then we're going to play our 2-1 changer.
What's the change cost? Pay 1, ditch 2, bounce back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pay 1, ditch 2, flame characters. Bounce back. And now we're going to brainstorm, because we need more cards. 4. Hit 1. Top check 3 on 1.
How are we looking?
Más o menos, you know. It's alright.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna play level 0 Shana. Gonna play characters just to try to match your characters.
Okay.
And the pawn.
Okay.
So she has to. She has an on-play effect where I can clock a card from hand to top check X equals the number of our other flame characters. But we don't want to park ourselves anymore, so she's just going to be there to kill your dude.
Okay, just a reminder that this Shana level 0 combo, she does have a continuous effect that says she gains 2,001 level for each flame character in my level. So, currently
she's 4K, right?
She's 4K level 1.
Yeah.
If you hit me to level 2, she becomes 6K level 2.
Right.
So,
got it.
yeah.
It's 1K there. 1K. No, that's not quite enough. These are all very small guys. Well, I don't have any of the playables, so that's what it is, right?
Alright, so I guess I get to keep my combo.
Right. You get to keep...
I get to keep one of the combos of your choice.
Well, you have 2 choice out and 1 door out, so I guess I'll just kill...
The one that I have the higher chance of drawing into?
Okay, well, this mills more. Yeah, I think we'll just go with this.
Okay.
Alright, start of climax phase. We're going to pay 1. And pitch 2 characters. Bounce her back to our hand and summon the outstanding vessel from waiting room.
How many cards in hand now?
3,
Okay.
2.
Okay.
This is what happens when that second turn was not so great, or the third turn. All right, and then 1K here from the effect of the brainstorm. At the beginning of our climax phase, if we have the 1/1 UG, we can give a character 1K.
Okay.
Right, and then we're just gonna side here, I think. Order of operations, we'll front here first. For 2.
Take 2. I actually wonder whether you're going to go for restand because I'm out 3, or salvage 3 refresh because you have 2 hand.
Definitely the 2 hand. Faux show.
Faux show.
Faux show, the 2 hand.
Get me out.
Yeah.
Well, this trigger was like fine, right? You could probably attack, because like if you attack here now and then you refresh, then it opens up the chance that you trigger door on this attack and get nothing.
Yeah, that's true. I was thinking of my own because I was like, oh, I don't want to get anti-change, but I don't think you run anti-change. So
Counters.
that'll be fine. All right, we're gonna side here.
Yes.
For door. Okay, sure, we'll take that.
Now you can go to 6 hand.
All right, we're gonna grab a healer that doesn't cost us 2 stock.
Okay. Side for 1. Keep the 1.
And front. 4, 3.
1, 2. Cancel. Very good.
All right.
Very nice.
End of attack. Climax combo. We'll pay 2. To salvage 3. We'll grab an anti-change counter. We'll grab a memory kick counter.
Hey.
And I guess another Shana. Wait, no, I have a Shana in my hand. All right. I guess another Shana. We do have options here.
What's the cost on the anti-change again? Ditch 2?
Yep.
Okay.
Let's see. Well, if I hit level 3, just saving it for a future rainy day.
Okay.
Okay, and then I refresh.
Yep. Okay. Let's see what we can cook up this turn.
Alright, there you go. You know, I really wish that as part of our refresh event,
climax
kill the
went back,
climax.
kill the
I'm just like
climax.
always max refreshing 7, which is really annoying. But you know.
Okay. I am going to clock and level here. So I'll clock this level 0 combo. And we will level this burner that I can't use.
For now. You never know.
I probably won't be using it. Alright, draw 2. All right, these are their cards. Let's see. Okay, let's take a look. Can these buff themselves? They can. All right. So what we're going to do here is we're going to move this Shana here. I'm going to play the 1/1 Yuji. And I'm going to play the card that I picked up off my Top Check 3 Brainstorm last turn, which is this level 2 Shana. So this card says, during my turn, she gets 1k for each of my other flame characters, making her currently 10k.
Yep.
When my other flame character attacks, she gets 1500, which will bring her up to 13k on third attack, 11k with Yuji. So she'll be 14 to your at most 14k. So it would be a tie. So using the memory kit counter really doesn't make any sense there. And we'll be able to kill all your characters once these two give double 1k buff to the one in the front row. And yeah, we should be good. You can counter for this if you want, if you feel like it. But yeah, we'll kill this one for sure. Or actually, hold on. You can counter. No, that one has the on death effect. You can counter for this one if you want. Okay, so we'll go into climax phase. 1k here, 1k here.
Sure.
And so we will start with a front attack here. This is going to be for 2.
So this gets 1,000 per every other, right? And then it's on it, and when other attacks, she gets 15.
Yes.
So she's 11 right now.
So
and
she'll be
12, 5, 14 on third attack.
She'll be 14. But if you use your memory kit counter, then that means you can't memory kit counter this.
Yeah. Unfortunate. Okay. How much for that? 1?
So this is for 2. I triggered the burner.
Okay.
For 2.
Cancel.
Nice cancel. Okay. Now we front here. This gains even more power for 2.
1, 2.
Okay, and then we front attack here at 14k for 2.
It's 1k1.
Who needs climaxes? And then this card's other effect, when this card's level 2 or a higher battle opponent is reversed, I can blind stock 1. I will blind stock 1.
Okay.
And over to you.
Stand draw. Let's see. Alright, we need to do some damage. Like for real, we need to do some damage. We are so behind. 1, 2, 3. Alright, you are dead to me. Draw 2. Okay, at this point, I think we really have no other options than just to try to push damage. So, let's see.
So the question becomes, what is your best method of pushing damage from this position, I guess?
Playing costless characters and a 1k1.
Okay.
Which, don't have a lot of, unfortunately.
That tends to be the case with high experience count decks.
Yep. Bam bam. Alright, one of my back row has to go. Who is it gonna be? Yeah, this is not gonna do anything if you're not level 3, and also if I don't have a front row anyway. So I think I need to brainstorm more to find me more climaxes after I play this climax.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you can tie here.
2, 5, 3, 5, 4, 5, 5, 5. I can 5, 5 here.
Wait, 5/5.
1k here, 1k here, 1k1.
Oh, you're playing 1k1. Right. Okay.
So I can win these 2 lanes.
Sure.
So I guess for exactly the next turn, I'll still have Yuji on board, but like realistically, I just need to attack 3 times. Alright, start of climax phase, 1k here, since I do have himself on the board.
Yep.
I'll play the 1k1 to push damage.
All right, time for some cancels.
And then front, on attack, experience 2, I'll give 1k.
1k.
Yeah, 1k to my Yuji again, putting him up to 5/5 for 2 salvage. And then 1 pawn.
Okay. Those aren't cancels.
I would really like to do what Randall is doing and just trigger a soul. please? Trigger? Alright.
Okay,
Here's some
okay,
progress.
okay.
Alright, it just needs to stick.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh no.
Alright, and then we just hit into 3, and then we're caught up. Front for 2. Okay.
What the heck? Okay.
Alrighty.
Thank goodness. All right.
Here we go.
These are dead. Stand and draw. Okay, Becco. There's no way I trigger 3 climax from this deck. Oh man. Really want a no clock. Alright, I'm gonna no clock, and I'm just not gonna trigger climaxes. Go ahead. Alright, so early play of this 3-2 Shana is I need to have the Torch Yuji and the Shana and Astro Brainstorm on board, which I do. So I will pay 2. Oh, there's a climax. And I will heal 1. And she gets 500 for each of my other flame characters.
Yep.
You got rid of your anti-change counter, so I'm just gonna swing over your dudes.
I can't afford it no more.
And how will we finish our board? Here, have a Ricky. We'll rearrange our board in order to make it so that our level 2 and higher characters are in front of our Yuji. And just in case you're trying to prank me with a second one, we're gonna make it so that you're defending this and not this.
Sure.
I'm pretty sure you would rather keep Torch Yuji. So, but yeah, that is gonna be it. We'll go to attacks. Sure, 1k here. Let's go front here for 2.
1, 2, level.
All right, nice. 1 clean trigger. 1 clean trigger.
All right, continue to be dead to me, but now I have experience 6.
All right, we'll front here next. Oh, choice. I guess I will grab a burner from this position. I can potentially use it here.
Also just heals.
For 1.
That's good.
And then a direct attack for 3.
1, 2, 3. Cancel.
Okay, good. Over to you.
Right. 5 we're doing?
6, because I paid 1 out.
Okay.
I canceled once and I paid 1 out.
Yeah, right. Okay. Well, I do think that my position is less bad comparatively than the past several turns have made it look. I think the goals here are pretty clear at this point. Try to re-establish Yuji, and then go for a 2-turn kill. Hopefully putting him to level 3 this turn, and then killing him with 3 stands the following turn. Karzanak?
6.
I really want to progress my deck state and find... There's a couple of cards I really want to find here. Obviously, I want to find my Climax again. But also, I do want to find a way to get back my 1/1 Yuji. However, by clocking, I obviously advance 1 damage closer to death. But if I don't clock with my current hand, it's not really leading anywhere. I could double heal and brainstorm, maybe. I wonder if that's just the most conservative line here. But then if I don't establish my Yuji, then he can go into the burns. He has enough for double burn. So he would be presenting 3-3-3-2-2, which is not something I'm very comfortable surviving against. Especially if I don't clock, then I also will have like a fairly poor deck state here. So I think I need to take 1 damage here in order to not potentially take more damage down the line. So we're going to clock. What are we clocking then? Probably clock a changer. Draw 2.
And check your waiting room, please.
Yep.
5 here.
Okay. Alright, so not a lot of options here. We need to kind of see what our more of our options are. I also need to get through this deck because I'm out 6. And I'm not comfortable just attacking into this deck, so we're going to start with the Brainstorm. Now I'm comfortable attacking into this deck. It's still a pretty big risk. If I trigger 1, I'll be 1 and 5. But if I don't trigger 1, I'll be 2 and 5. And maybe that's the risk I need to take. Times like this, I really wish I had my level 0 Fuka, so I could maybe activate her effect based on how I trigger. So I could double heal here and play a guy and attack 3 times, and that would just be that. If I trigger, then I'm probably dead. If I use any more of my stock on not healing though, oh, maybe I do Brainstorm again. Okay, if I just double heal right now, I'll be at 3-1, and I don't have UG, and I leave myself vulnerable to triggering on my attacks, and then I'm just like super dead. The other option would be if I... 1, 2, 3, 4... Brainstorm again. I'll probably hit 1. I have a pretty good chance of hitting 1 here. But then I lose a heal. So then on next deck rotation, I'll be at 3-3. Is 3-3 much different from 3-2? I feel like it probably... Probably isn't. What are the powers on board?
Base 12, 7.
Base 12, 7. Double heal, attack 3 times, leave myself at the mercy of the deck. Compared to Brainstorm, refresh, heal once. Well, we're not killing him this turn, so I think we just have to go for the line that gives us the highest percentage chance of living, or maybe the riskiest percentage. The line with the most risk, but the most reward. Which is if I just double heal here and attack 3 times, don't trigger, I can probably live next turn. Yeah, I think that has to be it. Alright, we're gonna play our Shana healer. On play, pitch 1.
Heal to stock.
Heal to stock. So now we have enough stock for our other Shana healer. It's just regular heals to win room.
Cards in hand now?
5.
Okay.
And then let's see. So this gets 500 per, so she's 10 right now. If I play another character, she goes to 10-5, and then she can buff this to 12. That's 15, right? I think I want to try to preserve my board as much as possible, right? do I? Okay, we're gonna play our Shana Riki here, so that my level 3 doesn't have to die on the tie. Actually, if I play another character, she'll just naturally be bigger, and then she can pump herself. And then we can get through all 3 lanes. Alright, let's play another character.
Sure. So now you have 3 hand?
Yep.
3 hand, okay.
Alright, so with this board configuration, the middle Shana post 15 from here will be 12-5 to your 12. The Riki can buff herself to be 2-5 over 1-5, and then the red Shana will be 9k to 7. So at the very least, presenting we're over.
9-5. She gets 500.
Oh, 9-5.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, and then we just have to pray we don't trigger climaxes. That's basically it.
Okay.
Alright. Go into attack.
Yep.
We don't have the 1-1 Yuji anymore, so they don't give the power buffs. We're going to front here and give 15 towards middle for 2.
Take 2.
Okay. Next, we're going to front. 1000 to herself with experience 2. Front for 1.
Take the 1, level up. And here we'll level a clean cut. These are both dead.
So I got Randall to level 3. And I didn't trigger any climaxes. Is there any validity in passing turn here? If I pass turn, I guarantee have 2 cancels coming up. I'm not concerned as much about dealing the damage as I am about my stock situation, which is just very precarious right now. If I only have 2 stock, I can only play 1 Shana finisher next turn, and I can't even brainstorm to try to find my climax. But if I trigger here, I have a 33% chance to trigger here because I have 2 climax left and 6 cards. If I take that 33% chance and I trigger, I think I'm probably just dead. One, two, three, four, five, 6. Assuming I live next turn, I draw to 4, I clock. If I can clock, I clock. I feel like I need that 1 extra stock quite a bit to try to hit a brainstorm next turn. I'm gonna attack. Front. For 2.
Cancel.
Alright, go for it.
Alright, so you're out 6, right?
Yeah.
Okay, draw for turn.
What a painful turn.
I think I'm 1 stock short. If I want to. Wait, no, I'm a lot more than that, I think.
Play.
I can trigger choice.
You do run choice.
Okay, let's see. We're going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, there's one in my stock. That one will just have to stay there. Okay. I'm going to clock.
Yep.
And the main reason behind clocking is just to make sure that all the stock that I'm about to pay is not going back in with the refresh.
Yeah.
Even though there is 1 climax there, it is well worth it for me to
Yeah, you'll also be able to heal all of it off afterwards anyway, so.
Okay, so I'm 7 back, missing choice.
Yep. Alright, we need to hope he doesn't draw a climax. I think if he has a climax,
points.
his numbers are a lot better on lethal.
Okay, so I play this. I go down to 2 stock, and I can activate 1 burn. There is The only universe where I get to do double burn is if I trigger 2 choice back to back on the first 2 attacks, which is not likely.
It's on attack, pay 3, discard 1, right?
Yeah. I'm playing 2 healers anyway, though, so...
Right.
But before we do that, we're going to play this Fumio.
Okay.
So I will rest Yuji, and then you choose 1 climax to exclude, and then shuffle the rest back.
Yeah, we knew this was going to have to happen regardless. At least we make him use it.
And then we play 2 copies of our Shana and Yuji. Both of these heal on play. And with experience 6 on attack, I can pay 2, discard a character to burn 2.
Pay
and
3.
Pay 3, discard a flame character to burn 2, and they get 1500 power. In the interest of putting these in front of the Yuji for more power, we'll rearrange our board.
The Willow also has like what power thing, right?
Yeah, she has like drop assassin power, and then I can act, discard 1 to give 2/5. I mean, like, I don't need the power here.
Yeah. All right, I feel like this is as good of a chance as I have all game to, maybe see a comeback. So we just need to cancel here, and then
so I have
see what happens.
I have 2, 2, 2, 2.
Yes.
So I need to land 3 of the 4 2s.
And we're really hoping he doesn't trigger.
I need to trigger twice in order for it to actually mean anything, though.
You've been triggering twice all game.
Yeah, but I just paid them out. look at this. There's like trigger. Like,
That's true.
I think I only refreshed with like 4 or 5 triggers.
Yeah.
And then I just refresh pointed 1.
Right.
Okay, anyways, we're going to go to our climax phase. We're going to give 1k to this one, just to give it the more power. All right, we'll front here for 2. Oh.
Trigger! Oh, no.
Uh-oh. All right, front here for 2. 2. I'll get another burner.
Yep.
For 2.
Cancel. All right. I really want to double cancel here so I can clock.
Front. Pay 3. Discard this clean cut. And burn 2.
All right, there goes clocking.
We'll just get... I guess we'll get the 3/5 backup.
Sure.
And this is 4/2.
Come on!
Okay, and it's good.
GG.
It was good enough to get there. Nice. Yep. All right, so yeah, I figured your hand had to be this, and some third card. And by the way you were playing your last turn, like you can't have the climax in your hand as well. And you were talking about like having to potentially brainstorm for climax as well. So if you didn't draw the climax, then at most you would only be able to do 1 restand.
Yeah, it was going to be 1 restand regardless.
Okay, yeah. This was just stock crunch the whole game for you.
Yeah. I mean, it was kind of expected with the way the third turn played out. Like, I think this deck was really built on the foundation of like really needing to open... It's not open well, but just like... Yeah, I don't know. I think definitely just one of the parts of the experience deck being like, you just drew a bunch of unplayables, so you have to kind of...
Yeah. So how many copies of the Rico level 1 are you running in this build?
2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that's maybe a card that you want to bump, given the apparent lack of other ditch outlets. I feel like...
Well, there's a Fuka, which I ran at 3, I think.
Okay. That's like not as on demand, though.
Yeah. It's... Yeah, maybe. It's hard to say. I feel like at the end of the day, the hand was a bit kind of just too bricky. But I think that's just the kind of the thing that might happen with these ratios. Maybe I should have like hard mode even harder for Hekate. I feel like if I just kept everything except the Riki, because I kept Riki and Fuka, it's just so like if I didn't open Hekate, I could just play Fuka.
And she's a 4/0, right? The Hekate?
Yeah. Okay. But like the Hekate is like pretty monumental in terms of like my actual advantage in this matchup that I maybe should have just mulliganed it anyways, and then in the worst case I just opened with Riki. So maybe the mulligan was a bit wrong.
What were the last 2 cards you kept in the mulligan?
It was Riki and Fuka.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Right.
So it's like it still had that like safety net, you know. Yeah, I'd have to review it to see how I got to that turn 3 where it was just like super bad. But everything kind of just snowballed from there, right? It was just like, oh, I drew a climax, Clock drew another climax in a level 2, so I didn't draw any playables, and then my hand was just like kind of stuck there, and then didn't hit the brainstorm. So I was just forced into a position where like I was at 1/6, couldn't rekeep for third playable because of the lack of compression, and then kind of just had to play catch up from there. I think overall, in terms of like at least recovering from the game plan, we did as best as we could. We took the necessary risks. On this game, I took a lot longer on my usual turns than average, but that was because I had to just kind of consider out loud all the different lines of play and the risk reward that I was facing there. You know, I think that's part of one of the cooler things about Weiss is that, especially in, like for example in this matchup, it's like, oh, both of my back row is obviously very important, but I have to sacrifice one of them in order to attack 3 times that one particular situation. And I was like, okay, if I sacrifice the brainstorm, then I think that closes me off to just like future plays where I just need to get more advantage, because at that time I was just very crunched in everything. And then if I just sacrifice the one, at least maybe I could still have the brainstorm and maybe make some comebacks with finding another Yuji. And turns out I just later drew a brainstorm, but that's kind of like results-oriented thinking, right? Yeah. But overall, I think these kind of games make me enjoy Weiss a lot more, because it definitely makes me think a lot. And I think at the core of it, Weiss really is just a game that really makes you consider, your levels of risk tolerance and such, and identifying what times you need to go for like a safer play, what times you need to go for more risky play. And I think this game really exemplified that, and like what your mindset is, or how my mindset was trying to come back from like an obviously very disadvantaged position.
Yeah, I think like we got like kind of both ends of the spectrum in this particular game, because I feel like on my end, I didn't have like disastrous positions, but I also obviously didn't have the most optimal positions. Like I never got level 1 combo. I got choice combo once the entire game. But at the same time, like I was in a good enough position where the plays just kind of come out, right?
Yeah, it's like I couldn't clear a clean cut, so you got a +2 off clean cut.
Yeah.
That was very painful. But that's what Shana level 0 is, and that's also the deck building risk I make, right? Obviously, the clean cut slot the Hekate slot would have been clean cut if I wanted to go with like a more proactive approach. But instead I wanted to go with an approach that has like a better level 0 game on turn 1. Mostly because like this deck doesn't play a level 0 combo, so clean cut is like slightly less useful.
Yeah, I will say though that clean cut with Hekate is kind of obnoxious. Like,
well, that's why I kind of played. That's why I played this card. That's why I kind of want to bump that up, maybe past 1 copy, because this deck is like very stock heavy, and it also has additional synergy with the Hekate. If you like play a climax level 0, I can just
Also the fact that you don't have choice compared to me means that you have a lot less access to stock.
Yeah, so work in progress, I think. Also just wanted to try something different. I think that's about it in terms of like my perspectives on like this deck and like how the game went. Anything else you wanted to mention before we wrap it up?
I think the one thing that was really highlighted in this game for me was the inability to salvage super well. Obviously you have the choice climaxes and the door climaxes, but you don't have any on-demand salvage in this version of the build because we're just running the Top Deck 3 Brainstorm. Whereas in other builds you could run
the Hekate salvage brainstorm.
You could run more standard brainstorms, but the problem is that they don't enable your early play, right? And then as you were taking that like fairly long turn, I was just kind of like scanning my waiting room, and I'm like, there's one healer in there. Where are all my other healers? And they're like, here. And I'm just like, well, I literally like am never going to get these.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is the deck runs, 12 healers, so.
12 healers, yes.
And what other deck runs 12 healers, right? Like, Shana is just like, I'm not going to take burn damage, and I'm just going to keep healing until I am the one not at level 4.
Yeah, level 3 line is just 4, 4, 4, and then the one Wilhelmina when you need it.
Yeah.
And this game, we definitely needed it, so. Yeah, I think that pretty much sums up the deck. You just basically, I definitely think that we got to show off the deck's ability to play aggressive at least a little bit during the early game.
Yeah, and I kind of just bring it back to is like some of the deck's weaknesses, like lack of like on-demand salvage. It's like you could play things like the level 1 Rico, if you wanted to just grab some zeros. But again, since the deck basically dictates your back row already, and also you are playing the level 0 combo, is like there's really not a world in which you can comfortably fit something like a Salvage Brainstorm.
Yeah.
Especially if it has to occupy the board for more than one turn.
Yeah,
So
you would rather just pivot between the two.
Yeah,
A
exactly.
bunch. Yeah.
I mean, I feel like that's... I mean, just run 4 of everything and just hope you see them, right?
Which is basically what this deck does. It's like 4 combo, 4 clean cut, 4 brainstorm, 4 other combo, 4 healer, 4 healer,
exactly,
4 healer. Yeah.
Right? Now, for us players who usually like to have a bunch of like one-of text just for like certain situations, this is definitely a deck that is just going to be... We're going to play all of our good cards at 4s ofs because, you know, our selection is not the greatest, but they do work well in multiples for all of them. And we're just trying to see as many copies of them as possible throughout the course of a game.
Yeah.
So.
Our like main one-ofs are just like not cards that you necessarily...
Yeah, like some people don't even play Climax Swap.
Yeah. And then this is just to help us to further get the cards that we want to see. So it's like, this is just the fifth copy of whatever we need, right?
Exactly, right.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I think that was a pretty nice game, even though it might not have been like the most like equal game. I think these kind of games are also pretty valuable, and I definitely had a lot of fun with it. Coming up, we are going to continue on with our Shana content block. We're going to feature the anti-burn double advantage combo deck again.
Yeah, but you're going to be running it this time.
But I'm going to be playing it, and Randall's going to be playing one of his homebrew slime decks. So that's going to be very fun. Looking forward to that. And until next time, this has been Mike and Randall on the Tressa's Collectibles channel. And we'll see you guys in the next gameplay video.
Bye.
Gameplay video. All right, bye guys.